Yes. You are welcome to bystanders at the newsstand this morning. Once again, all our viewers, we love you, we cherish you, we appreciate you for always standing with us, for always watching us. We love you, we appreciate you, we thank you. It's a Friday edition of bystanders at the newsstand this morning. So thank you for always standing with us and for always watching us every day of the week, Mondays to Saturdays. Every day of the week we are here because of you, and we don't take it for granted. We appreciate you, we love you. Thank you for always watching us. Let me start by reading the headlines. Before I start, don't forget, my name is Riwan Olasukomi, reporting for duty. All our esteemed viewers, Mr. Kinjo Ogba, Ms. Gladys Oyabo, Dr. Ukuoji, Mr. Tunde Okafor, Omo Odua in Toronto, Ibai Baba, we greet you. We love each and every one of you. Mr. Ola Adewale, Mr. Olasukomi from Welling, Mr. Buraimo, Ogu P. Onuoha, Malaki Ozo, every one of you, we love you, we cherish you, we appreciate you. We thank you for always standing by us. So let me start by reading the headlines. This morning, from The Nation this morning, police confirm 35 children dead in Ibadan stampede. Tinubu mourns, others probe. Ooni as queen, 6 others arrested. First lady, that's Miss Oluremi Tinubu, gives out 22,800 bags of rice to North Christians. These are on the pages of the Nation newspapers this morning. Here with me now is the Punch this morning. Ibadan Funfair tragedy. Tinubu orders probe as Ooni's ex-queen detained. Death rises. Survivors narrate ordeal. Hospitals release corpse. Tinubu Ooni other mourns. Ibadan Funfair tragedy. That's on the pages of the Punch newspaper this morning. Debt servicing. Salaries take 24.8 trillion in 2025 budget. That should be a bad news. Yaya Bello gets 500 million bail barred from foreign trips. A man that reportedly embezzled over 80 billion, 500 million bail. I'm not a court. That's what court is saying. Marketers project 950 per litre as Dangote lowers petrol price. That should be a good news for Nigerians. Wike revokes Buhari Foundation, SGF as CGN orders FCT land. Supreme Court Art Commission orders high corruption risk, that's ICPC. Tax reform. Dogara tackles northern governors. Sekara Group demands review. Edo local government, AGF 4th state, EFC quizzes suspended chairman. US-based Nigerian accomplice jailed 40 years for drug trafficking. Lagos State government begins 2,200 police housing units, donate 260 vehicles. That should be a good news to the Nigerian police. Nigerian Tribune is saying this morning, Ibadan Funfair tragedy, police confirmed 35 children dead, 6 critically injured, Queen Naomi, 7 others detained. Tinubu demands probe, Ooni, others mourn. Parents narrates ordeal. Federal government declares suspension of Edo local government chairman illegal. With July 11 Supreme Court judgment, removal of local government chairman is prerogative of LG legislative arm. That's according to the AGF. Mr. Lateef Fagbemi is saying that. Good news. Dangote slashes petrol price to 899 per litre. We don't have acting Attorney General appointment. Presidency react. These are the pages of the Tribune this morning. Vanguard, my last paper. Vanguard is here this morning. It says that 25 budget 465.2 billion votes for presidency, 7.01 billion for travels. Budget FCFG states allocate 6.1 trillion to education. Ibadan stampede, death toll rise to 35, 6 injured. Health risk worsens as 48 million Nigerian practice open defecation. NSC demands suspension of debate on tax reform. 26,000 children infected with HIV in 2023. That's NACA. These are the pages of the Vanguard this morning. My last paper is the Daily Trust this morning. Daily Trust is saying 2025 Tinubu's Shetima strips refreshment to go up 9.4 billion naira. Presidency to spend 10.6 billion on cars, honorarium, fuel as SA office. Appropriations case second reading at NAS. FG reverses Ogunjimi's appointment as AG, that's Accountant Nigerian Federation. Maiden on Medehin to complete tenure. Marketers expect cheaper petrol as Dangote cuts price to 899.50 kobo per litre. Ibadan stampede, death toll is 40. Ooni ex-wife others detained. Ahead Christmas, chicken costs 25,000 naira. Turkey is 130,000 naira. Wike revokes Onogen Abbas Akume land allocations. One kid, siblings injured as explosion rocks Niger community. 59.4 billion Greater Duse waterworks takes off in Jigawa State. These are on the pages of Daily Trust this morning. All of our viewers, we appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for always standing by us. And if you are watching, click on your like button, on notifications. Tomorrow we are going to be here. Tomorrow our topic will be IPOB has slammed Charles Soludo, the governor of Anambra State. IPOB is telling him that you are the problem and your colleague. That's why there's insecurity in that part of the country. So we are seeing reactions going back and forth. So those supporters are telling IPOB that you are the problem, you are the one that have turned Biafra agitators to criminal activities. But that is for tomorrow. We are looking at what happened day before yesterday in Ibadan. 35 children were killed. 5,000 children scampering for food. That is the level of poverty that we have found ourselves in. And now all of you are seeing the fact now. Look at what they are budgeting for Tinubu and Shetima. Refreshment trips to go up 9.4 billion naira. In 1 year, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shetima, they are going to eat with 9.4 billion. And you saw our children dead in Ibadan day for yesterday. Let me have my first reviewer. I'll do some today. I'm going to do some introspection. I'm going to do some analysis today by myself. But let me ask my first reviewer first this morning. Then I'm going to do my personal review this morning. Mr. Lawrence, good morning.
Good morning.
You have to talk this morning. It's nice having you this morning. 35 children were killed yesterday. On Wednesday. End of the year party. Many children come. They came because they cannot even afford food. 35 human beings. The future of tomorrow. Who are the children in Nigeria? They died. Others some are in critical conditions at the hospitals. Your president or our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, money to eat 9.4 billion and to go on travels for 1 year. What does that say about our leaders in Nigeria?
Yeah, it's very disgrace for Nigerian nation that the kind of high level of poverty in Nigeria is too bad. When 30-something children die because of what occasion, party, they are celebrating or giving children indomie and so on and so forth. That is the high level of poverty in Nigeria. And it's not that Nigeria don't have the money, they have it. But The money goes to people that on the class people, the politicians. Look at a president what eats how many billion.
President and the vice, their refreshment is going to go up $9.4 billion with the trips. I mean, they are traveling and back and forth.
Okay, look at that kind of amount of money. That money can change millions of thousands of Nigerian life. They look at it, they use luxurious life and lavish that kind of money. And what is happening in Ibadan, that 30 something children that die, what is our president said about this kind of thing? What did the governor in Nigeria said about this kind of thing? What did security agency said about this kind of thing? That is now when Nigeria youth supposed to rise up and tell this government enough is enough. Because what is going on in Nigeria is not funny at all. See, in Nigeria here now, see, look at, we are celebrating Christmas. The whole world celebrates Christmas. See, Nigeria is like, there are just nothing is going at all at all. Poverty arranged in Nigeria is over high. I remember what the CBN said last 3 months. He said that the citizen of Nigeria almost is not up to 500,000 people have 500,000 for account. It shows the level of the poverty. Federal government is supposed to do the need of thing that Nigeria supposed to move out for this kind of mess, that they sacrifice more than 30 something children because of what? Poverty. The whole world, United Nations, they are supposed to come and ask Nigeria what is going on, the leaders, what is going on in this country, a giant of Africa. They are very, very, very mess. And highest country in the world that have the poverty range currently now in Nigeria.
So you are looking at the fact that one chicken is 30,000 naira. One turkey now is 130,000 naira, according to the Daily Trust. And now you are looking at the fact that our minimum wage is 70,000. That it means that a man that is earning 70,000 naira cannot even buy one turkey for his family for Christmas. How does, because this woman that is selling food in front of us, she bought a bag of rice beginning of the week 86,000 naira. Yesterday they sold the same bag of rice for 90,000 naira. How does Christmas, or what does Christmas, how is it going to be for the life of an average Nigerian this year?
No, this year is the year that average of Nigeria, they will experience the worst celebration since APC government started. Now, a father, they are collecting 70,000 naira as a salary in a month. Now, you need to buy a derico of rice. A derico of rice is how much? Almost 10,000 naira. 70,000 naira minus 10,000 naira remains 60,000 naira. Now, you want to go and buy chicken because you need to make your children to be happy. You buy chicken, don't go to Turkey, because you go to Turkey,
Turkey is 130,000 naira.
Chicken, you buy chicken of 30,000 naira. 70,000 naira minus 30,000 naira. Remain how much? Remain 40,000. 40,000 minus 10,000 naira. Remain 30,000 naira. That 30,000 naira, you buy tomatoes, 20,000 naira. Your money remain only 10,000 naira. That 10,000 naira, you never buy groundnut and all that. You see that? What is going on in Nigeria that we are not seeing it funny. We are not seeing it funny. You come outside, you see many people, young men, young women, their marriage is what? Already destroyed. Many families already, this government already destroyed their marriage because they are not seeing anything happy again. When the man cannot meet in target again, and the woman cannot have the endure again. Are you getting it? Make the marriage to cut off. You see this wedding now, this um, celebration now, like people like us that are doing interior work, we are not seeing any work because of what? No money. Now when you see food and eat, that's when you need to save money to decorate your house. But no money, you cannot decorate your house. You need something that will use to cover the stomach first before anything, and after everything you are not still seeing anything. Now outside the people, they are beggars, they are not seeing anything. Now when you are eat, you can give people outside, but you can't see food to eat outside. Inside is it when you can give beggars? What we are talking about, that mostly if federal government can adjust many things and look about problem of Nigeria. Nigeria is a big nation. It's the giant of Africa. Why Nigeria is now is a giant of poverty? We are not a giant of Africa now. We are giant of poverty because of what? Bad leaders. Most Ahmed Tinubu, I hear that is in the Lagos state now, currently now. Let Ahmed Tinubu use the integrity claim he be to do what? To revise the economic of Nigeria, to make the citizens of Nigeria to feel happy, to make the old and young to be happy in this nation, because what is going on, nobody is happy again.
So, like my viewers, kindly drop your comments. It's an interactive interactive show. Drop your comments. We ask the viewers, and we go back and forth again. Like I said, click on the like button and share so that other people can benefit what you are doing here. Christmas is here. Today is Friday. Christmas is on Wednesday. And we are looking at the face of Nigerians. There seems to be no happiness. Mr. Lawrence, last question. What is the way forward for Nigeria as a people, Nigeria as a people, and Nigeria as a country?
Yeah, the way forward for Nigeria to be okay, we have only two options. The first option we have that Nigeria youth to rise up. Two, the politician, let them know that this marriage cannot work. The marriage the British put us cannot work. We need to do what? Split. If the youth cannot wake up, Nigeria need to separate. At least I know that when they separate, many challenges will come, many competition will come. You see that this Nigeria, this Africa will be the highest developed country in the world.
Okay, thank you so much for coming, Mr. Lawrence. It's been a nice time with him. But like the question I'm asking myself this morning is, has the poverty level of Nigeria gotten to that extent that little children, over 5,000 of them, because what they're sharing is almost free. So when they are scrapping to collect it, then there was a stampede and over 35 children are dead. This honor should be a national tragedy. But in Nigeria, where you hear somebody say, now only 2 people die, now only 4 people die, you have now turned human life into an animal life. Only 10 people die. Only three people die. These are human beings. Human life is so sacrosanct to God Almighty. The blood of a human being is so sacrosanct. Why is it not so in this part of the world? With all our religious centers, we claim to be Muslims, to be Christians, but then you see, where is the first commandment in Christianity is love your neighbor as yourself. Where is the law for the citizens of Nigeria? Yabelo was at the court yesterday. He was we saw him limping. We saw him limping. He was given under 500 million bail after reportedly embezzling over 80 billion. Young men that are doing Yahoo, on this platform we don't have to get on any Yahoo, but I'm saying that that are doing this so-called Yahoo, 5,000, they are arrested. Why can't our leaders lead by example? We claim to be Christians. They go to churches. Today is Friday. They are going to mosques. There will be khutbah at the mosque. That is the sermon. It will be preached. Don't they hear from our religious leaders? We must ask ourselves this question as Nigerians. It will be a national tragedy. 35 children are dead, gone for nothing, because they are scampering to collect Christmas food in Ibadan. Other 6 are in critical conditions. I'm talking about children, little children, and everywhere is quiet, and we are moving about as if nothing had happened. You can't call like that as Nigerians. Let me bring in Evangelist Benjamin Eze Sinachi. Then I continue what I'm doing this morning. Evangelist Ben, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's go straight to the point this morning. You are looking at the fact that in Nigeria there are many abnormalities that happen. Precious Ikedu, good morning. Good morning, everyone at 50. Miss Precious, we love you, we appreciate you.
Sure, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Toma. So, and others, like I said, it's an interactive show.
King Joe, good morning.
Drop your comments. Let's have this interaction.
All our viewers, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are watching us from. God bless you.
Evangelist, you're a man of God, and like I've always been saying, you were here the other day preaching the word of God, where people came to steal your phone. That was 2 weeks ago. But yes, what I'm saying is the fact. Let's talk about this Ibadan tragedy. You're a man of God, and to God, life is sacrosanct.
Very, very important.
35 children are being killed. Where they were stampede, they were trying to collect food in Ibadan. Yes, the people that organized it, one of them was the former Olori, that's former queen of the Ooni of Ife. Yes, she had been arrested and others. But how is life in Nigeria not being sacrosanct? How do we move on from people dying? 35 children are dead, and it's like everything is normal. What do you have to say about it?
My beloved brother, everything is not normal. That word saying everything is normal is not good, because we are talking about lives here. And the people we are talking about are human beings and children per se. And you don't know the future, what the future of the children can tell, not just in their family, but in the society at large. Do you see how all this thing, their life has been ended in a cold blood just like that? It's not normal. You are counting it normal because the federal government of Nigeria, or let me say the Nigeria as a nation, never valued life.
Dr. Okwoji, good morning.
Okwoji, Ototoma. You know, they never valued life. And it's not good. It's very, very unfair. And that is why the Federal Republic of Nigeria, they are not up to the expectation. They are not doing what they're supposed to do. Listen to me. This thing is not something that individuals should come out and be doing this way. Even if they should do, it will not be to the point of people being killed or being trampled in the process of the crowd dragging rice. Go to other places in other countries in the Western world, to the glory of God, you will see people. When you go, there is this a friend of mine that traveled to Italy. He's just a friend that newly moved to Italy. Do you know he doesn't have father, he doesn't have brother, he doesn't have anybody. Do you know where he goes to eat? He goes to government canteen to eat food. He visits government canteen to eat food, likewise other places. But such things are not here in the country. Rather, even if they see a way for you to collect from you, you see the federal government coming to collect from you that they're supposed to even provide for. And that is what is bringing all these things. Are you getting it? That's why you see somebody.
There's a reason. Let me. Dr. Okwoji is online, so I want just him to bring it.
Dr. Okwoji, good morning, sir. I've been making this application since last week, and I want to make it again. I want to thank you for personally singling me out as your fan, a revered fan. And I want to bless you. I want to thank you for your blessing, which you gave to me last week. I've received it. As the time you are talking to me physically, as the time you're talking to me on phone, I've not received the alert, but I've received the alert and I've confirmed it with Mr. Ririwan. I want to bless your family. I want to bless you in the name of the Lord, that God Almighty will also bless you in abundantly way. Multiple of what you bless me with by God's grace, He also, Almighty God, will bless you and your family personally, abundantly, in extremely various ways. I thank you, Lord. I thank you for, in the name of the Lord, for your mercy, for your blessing, for breakthrough, and everything you have done. I bless you that Almighty will also replenish you in multiple fold, as you have as blessed me this week. Last week, by God, in the name of the Lord. And I'm also thanking the platform, the flipped platform, through which you.
So he has replied, said, Mr. Olajide, I hear you. God bless all of us.
Okay, and through Mr. Ariwan too. Thank you very much.
Okay, and then stay be around them. So, because we have to just, in my language, they say that any taba ṣe lóore tí ó bá dúpẹ́, ó dàbí ọlọ́ṣà kọrin ní ẹrù lọ ni that if somebody does good to you and you don't appreciate, it's like a bandit has taken your property
No,
away.
it is Babrika, because Jesus even said it after healing the 10 lepers. Only one that came back to appreciate. And Jesus turned back and asked him, where are the rest 9? So that means appreciation is very, very important, that God himself need to be appreciated whenever he does good to us. So like
Now let me cut short on that. Tinubu Shetima, you are talking about the fact that children cannot even afford to feed.
Yes.
But now, according to Daily Trust, the headline says Tinubu Shetima trips, refreshment, trips to travel out, and refreshment is that like their food. We got 9.4 billion naira in 1 year. I see how children are dying because there's no food. What do you have to say about how our politicians says, yes, I enjoying themselves, yes, and people are suffering?
they don't care about us. They don't do what? They don't care about us. They only care about themselves. And it's all about themselves. The kind of government system we are running in Nigeria is a system of myself and my family, I, myself, and my family all alone. What matters to the others or what happened to the others doesn't concern them. And that is the system of Nigerian government. So I am not surprised them traveling, squandering such amount of money for their own refreshment, while many Nigerians, youth, children are dying of hunger, being stupid where they are dragging a delica of rice. Imagine that, which is not supposed to be like that. Because I do think that government make a proper provision whereby people, the commoners, will have a common food, at least a common food.
Miss Gladys Oyabo, I'm sorry to cut you short. Miss Gladys Oyabo, good morning to everyone.
Good morning to everyone.
Okay, so happy New Year. Yes, Miss Gladys, the weekend is here. And she said that it's very, very sad and pathetic that children are dying because there's no.
What a pity. I sympathize with the family anyway, and I pray that such will not visit the family of the victim in the name of Jesus. But notwithstanding, let me use this opportunity again. Please, when next we are to organize anything or such, let it be properly organized. Because we organize all this thing just to do what the government has failed to do. And I see Nigerian government as a government that is not ready, they are not ready to learn. Because different individuals, however, I was told that whether is it Pasuma or one of the Nigerian musicians came to Ogba here, Pasuma, came the other day, giving them, he had tried out of his own personal passion, love, kindness, out of his own pocket. And Pasuma. Then we have people that are eating and squandering the Federal Republic money, the money that is meant for the public, for us all. Some set group of men are squandering and putting it inside their own private pocket and their family pocket. They never remember and think about, and they're not even ready to take correction, despite all these individual examples. It's quite unfortunate. Nigerian government, the leaders, and when it comes to election, they will promise heaven and earth. That's why I said, you see, my voting has been cancelled. because that voting doesn't make sense. It's not bringing anything, positivity in the life or in the society. You understand? What are we disturbing ourselves for? In the name of coming and lining up, suffering with the hunger, facing the hot sun, in the name that we want to select or elect our own person that will give us what we can cry to. At the end of the day, they will do selection instead of election. For how long shall we continue like this? And that is why what is happening is happening. Nigeria is going zigzag the way it's going. Nigeria is sinking into the well. I must say the truth. The Bible said, thou shalt know the truth, and the truth will make you free. It's not by knowing the truth, it is the truth that you practice. You cannot.
It's not by knowing the truth, but
Not
it's
by
by
knowing the
practice.
truth. It is the one that you practice. That is the one that will set you free. Let us understand the scripture. The one you practice. You cannot tell me that if I should carry gun now to kill someone, that I don't know that if I shoot that gun, that the person will not die. The person will die, I know that, and I shot to the person. But whereby a gun is given to me to shoot somebody, and I know it, if I should shoot him or her, the person will die. I drop the gun, say I'm not going to shoot, that the person will die. That is the truth that I know, and that is what I have practiced. You understand me? So, Nigerian government, Shetima and co, you people, you have this money even before coming to the power. How much do you think you want to acquire on earth? And I want to ask them this question. My question is this. I'm asking generally, both the local government, the council, the councillor, the governors, senators, House of Rep, National Assemblies, then the president. Now I want the army and co, all the parasitators in Nigeria. I want to ask this question. If you die, how much are you going to be buried with? I want to know. Listen to me. The CEO of Access Bank, upon all the billions and whatsoever, are you getting it? About Igwe. Yes, I know. He's my brother. After he died, I was watching. I want to see where they park. Maybe they carry one bank, one building of those banks and those money, and buried together with him. I was waiting to see it. Funny enough, he was packaged like a foreign, like a turkey. His body was packaged like turkey or frozen fish down to Nigeria, and was packaged like that from mortuary to the grave. You understand me? So why is it that we are like so much? Money is good. The Bible says money answers all things, and money is a defense. But the lover of that money becomes a sin. There is extent at which you will pursue, you will be conscious of something. It becomes an offense before God. You understand? So look for the money, and let me tell you, who is a rich man? And who is a big man? A rich man and a big man is not the one that have all the whole estate in the world. The rich man and the big man is not the one that have all the trillions or whatsoever. What is the name of this American richest man now? Elon Musk. You understand now? Not when you are as rich as him that will make you ask. No. The rich man and the big man is a man that have the money and he help his fellow brothers.
So do you know that the price of pure water has changed? One pure water now is 15 naira.
Yes.
Now people that are watching us all across the nations of the earth, they might not know what pure water is.
A sachet of
we're
pure
talking about
water
sachet water. I will have so sachet water now is 15 naira. Before it was 2 for 15 naira. Now what? This is what we're talking about. For
See
example,
the size of the water.
Before it was 5 naira. It was 5 naira before.
5 naira before.
10 naira. Now one is 15
it was
naira.
5 naira.
So what I'm saying is the fact that now we are looking at the fact that
Currently now, this thing, water inside this thing now is 15 naira.
What are,
Per one, from 5 naira.
also, what we are looking at the fact that people will say 15 naira does not mean, but as your salary, because as that 6 years ago, it was still 5 naira. Now, someone that's collecting, look at it, look at the 100% increase. In Nigeria, as your salary been increased by 100% over 6 years ago, that's number one. Number two is that one turkey now is 130,000 naira.
130.
Yes, one full turkey, 130,000 according to Daily Trust. Our minimum wage is 70,000. This one is selling food. She said she bought a bag of rice 90,000 yesterday. Last week it was 86,000 naira last week.
Improvement.
How does Nigerian cope? And the minimum wage is 70,000. How do they cope with this amount of astronomical increase in prices of foods?
That is very, very abnormal. Very, very abnormal. And it surprises me. And at the same time, I am not surprised anyway. Do you know why I say I am not surprised? Because the Bible have already said it, that when the righteous is on the throne, the people rejoice. But when the wicked is on the throne, the people suffer. That is what we are saying today. The wicked have ascended the throne of Nigerian governance. Nigerian presidents or presidents, the wicked have taken over. They are the one in charge. That is why Nigerians is telling on them. Yes, that is the Bible. The word of God must come to, and that is what we are experiencing, seeing today. It's the reality. That is to tell you that the word of God is real. Yes, the word of God is real. You know, most of the times it appears as a prophecy, and that prophecy is coming to pass, and it's happening already. You get it? So, look at it now. They cannot increase workers' salary, but the price of goods are increasing every day. I want to chip in here. I'm not trying to go back, but I want to bring history to the present situation. Because without the past, there will be no present. As of the period of Abacha, a man we see as the worst government or worst president ever in Nigeria. Let me tell the Nigerians, for those that don't know, I want to educate them a little. Do you know that the price of rice as at Abacha time was 805 naira, 850 naira? As at Abacha time,
A bag of rice
was 850 naira. Less than 1,000. Let me tell you, I will name the rice that we sell because that was my business that time. I will tell you Uncle Ben's, Cap rice, Our Ladies, St. Louis, these are the foreign rice. We sell it, that is December price, 1,500 naira per bag. That is December price. On a normal time, that is not December, we sell it 1,000. Sometimes we sell 950. But other normal rice, we sell it how much? 850 naira. But how much is the price of that rice today? But that was a man Nigerians condemned. The man we call evil man. But look at how much was the price of rice that time. Do you know how much was price of gari? Red gari, and it's 14 pence and a half that make one bag of red gari. As at that time, 450 naira. And the white gari with a very big, long bag, 19 and a half, sometimes 20 pence that make one bag of white gari. Do you know how much you buy that time? We bought it at the rate of 350 naira.
Then the question should be, how did we get here?
Now, no, I'm mentioning the period of Abacha that we say Nigeria is worst government. How much was the price of fuel at that time? It was 11 naira per liter. Hello? Then check within the space of how many years today. See where Nigeria is going. Because it has not finished. It's still going. Nigeria has not ended. Nigeria is still going. Checkmate it. How much was the derica of rice that time? You will be buying the derica of rice 6 naira, 4 naira. It grow up to 10 naira, 8 naira, 12 naira. You understand? As at that time, oh, that time if you go to a Moibo shop that you need garri, it will tell you, go and take as you want. But they no burn you well now. May you go tell Moibo, may you give you garri to drink. You cannot give you free garri now. But as at that time, garri is nothing. I am telling you that was the business I run as at that time. So I am telling you. And as at that time, we have original paint, not the fake one they are using now. We have original Derika, not the fake one they are using now. And original Derika as at that time was 144 Derikas that make up one bag of beans. And 64 Derikas, original Derikas, and Derikas of rice make one bag of rice. 64 Derikas. Are you getting it? Everything is stored here. That is why you can't cheat me on it.
Mr. Ukwogi is saying very sad news yesterday with the source of the innocent youth rest in peace. Remember, he said that Nigerians are expected to hit the streets before now. But unfortunately, Nigerians are still defending the policy of the government. Now, let's go here. Like I'm telling Dr. Ukwogi, thanks for commenting. Others that are watching,
God bless you,
kindly
sir.
drop your comment too. Let us have an interactive show. That's what we do. So when you ask questions, our reviewers they answer and they go back and forth. Like I said, if you're also watching, click on your like buttons and share what you are doing. We come here every day, Mondays to Saturday, early morning by 8:30 a.m. Now, Dr. Ukwogi is saying that there should be at least a protest. Somebody said that even that we're protesting them, not Jonathan and I in government. Does it mean that Nigerians are cowards or are afraid to protest?
They are cowards. They are cowards. Let me tell you, and another thing is this. The Nigerian politicians have used sentimental and this thing, tribal ideology. They have used it to divide this country. That is why during Jonathan time, Omoibo, they have to protest. With this current government are the one that organized the protest. Omoibo, they dance in Ojota. How much was the price of fuel at that time? To remove subsidy was 120 naira. Are you getting it that time? And Nigerians dance in Ojota, dance in different places just to do what? To destabilize the government of Jonathan.
So let me inform Mr. Chris Christian. Say what happened, please, watching from Kenya. So Mr. Chris Christian, what happened was the fact that on Wednesday there was a party for these children. I think it is free. That means come and collect food and everything. But over 5,000 children came. You know, in Nigeria, if you are watching, if you are following, there's this level of amount of poverty that has really gone on high. So now, while they were trying to collect it,
Poverty, wretchedness.
now there was stampede, and because of that stampede, over 35 children are reportedly dead now. We don't know. We don't know how
Many are still in
how many more
hospital.
are in critical conditions in the hospital now. So that's what happened, Mr. Chris Christian. So you two kindly like what you are doing and share what you are doing. So we are closing now. Can't Nigeria protest again?
Nigeria cannot protest again because Nigeria has been divided.
Who divided Nigeria?
The politicians have divided Nigeria. Within us now, look at the current protest, the last protest now. The Northerners are the one protesting because a Yoruba man is in power, tribalism. When this man was there, Buhari, did you see, I could remember that period was NSAS, which they massacred people, souls. You understand? Did you see the Northern protest? They did not protest because they claimed that their own person is the one was there. Are you getting it? So, and in that protest, funny enough, and the same government to turn back and say the protest was Igbo protest. You see it now. You see the way they put it ethnically. Now, is it Igbo man that will come now and tell you that he want to do any protest with the Nigerian people? And Hausa now will only stand now to protest against Tinubu. But Yorubas will go back saying that their brother they will not protest. You see the way they divide the country. So there is no way anybody can come out in the streets to fight for his or her right any longer. You see the way? You see the system? And it is the work of the Nigerian politicians, the Nigerian elders, Nigerian state men.
So Okay, thank you so much for coming,
God bless you.
Mr. Evangelist Benjamin Eze Sinasi. Good morning. Let me have
The Biafran
Mr.
evangelist.
Let me have Mr. Olajide this morning. Um, Mr. Olajide, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Everyone.
Yes, it's nice having you. It's nice having you this morning. It's a lovely Friday morning. Harmattan here in Lagos. But before I start asking you a question, there's a sad development, and I, as a Yoruba person, I must call the attention of our leaders on it. What happened was the fact that over the course of the week, there was posting at the Lekki Central Mosque where it was posted that Jesus Christ is not Lord. They're talking about that Jesus Christ is the messenger of Allah and everything. It has really caused controversy, and I'm saying that we Yorubas don't fight religion battle. My name is Riwan. As my name implies, I grew up a Muslim in a Muslim family. Now I'm a Christian. So we don't want to see this kind of thing in Yoruba land, whereby you don't degenerate any religion. You can pass your religion. You're a Muslim, good for you. You're a Christian, good for you. You're a traditionalist, good for you. But when this kind of ideology is creeping into Yoruba land or into the southwest, we must speak against it. So authorities are beginning to look after, though it has been removed, which is very, very good. But we don't want to see that kind of development again in this part of the nation. So, Mr. Olajide, let's talk about the stampede. Okay, like his Christian is saying that, but sad, I'm from Owerri State, from Biafra Nation. Okay, that's opinion. If you are watching, click on that like button and share with others. Mr. Olajide, Tinubu has ordered probe. That's according to the Punch newspaper this morning. As Ooni as Queen detained, death rises. What do you have to say about that sad development that happened in Ibadan on Wednesday?
You see, I like I spoken this morning concerning that issue. I have mixed. I will talk in two ways on that thing. The first side of it is that those who came out to express, you know, humanitarian service, to extend humanitarian service to people, to children, they meant well. They are trying to assist governments in providing support to the hardship we are experiencing today. And because of the level of poverty we are experiencing in Nigeria now, some human-hearted people felt that they should contribute their own little quota to reducing the poverty level and to reduce the suffering level of people. Thereby, they came out, they organized a plan and probably put up their resources together to bring something to alleviate the suffering people are experiencing right now. But unfortunately, their intention, their plan turned out to be, on the other side of it. So it's in this line I have to now advise whoever wants to come up with any humanitarian services to people, to group of people, be it children, be it adults, be it aged, be it widow, be it whoever you have in mind to bless, to help. Try and sit down and properly map out your plan and see how you can carry out this exercise without any rank, with any tragedy or misfortune that may set in. Like the one that happened in Ibadan, it's unfortunate that the organization of that event was not thoroughly done. I must say that I don't know their inner workings, but the result has shown that the organization of that activity was not thoroughly well thought out. Otherwise, before you start deploying, like I even heard that the deploying of the goodies has not even started. That they were quite aware of the size of number of people that came, and they spoke to people that they should leave the place. People refused. That's where crowd control must come in. You must have gotten some level of how to decide people. Probably using of local security, organizations to assist you in dispersing people from the center. But it was not done. People did not, so it's like they were left, you know, with such without security arrangements as to make people be disturbed from that place, and eventually it led to stampede that brought life of innocent people to death, which shouldn't be so. So I'm just advising them that next time anybody wants to do that, government itself should come in and have a set of regulations guiding assembly of crowd congregation of people, that whoever wants to bring people together, there must be set of guidelines, rules and regulations that must be followed, and government agents must be there on ground to supervise that action and make sure that everything goes according to how it's supposed to be. Otherwise, that's the program should not take effect, should not go on. That's why it's so best. On the long run, I want to commiserate. I want to condole with the family of the bereaved children, bereaved people, where these losses are taking place. But those who have the mind of doing good for the people should not stop. This one should not discourage them. They should only go back and replan and strategize their plans, so that whenever they want to have this kind of program, this kind of development will not happen. And government itself should be on ground to make sure there is a guideline that was put in place. Everybody, whoever wants to do that, will make him or her to go through such guidelines and regulation and make sure he conform with it before gathering large number of people at any venue next time. That's my take on that.
So finally, let's talk about the tax reform. The tax reform bill is causing some uproar in the north. Dogara tackles northern governors. Shekarau group demands review. What does that tax bill mean to the south? Because it has been causing uproar. The south are saying maybe good, the north are saying no. What do you have to say? We are closing with that. What does the tax bill or the tax reform bill, what does it mean to you as a Nigerian? Let's close.
See, the tax reform bill is a good plan. It's a good document that will make this country, every section of this country to be alive to their responsibility. It's a system that will send you back to your basis, to go and begin to strategize, think on how you can be productive. So that when you are productive, if something is coming from your end, you have a basis to get something back. And not to sit down and be just eating from people who are laboring. It's a system of monkey dey work, baboon dey chop. Let everybody be productive. Let everybody go back to how we can make production, something of importance, that you look inward, begin to bring something out, so that you can have something in return back, get good something as return from what you have produced. But instead of just sitting down every month, coming to federal level, coming to Abuja and be collecting allocation every month without making any contribution. The people in the north who are saying that, who are kicking against this, why are they kicking against it? It's an opportunity for you to go back to your locality, your area, and think of what you can produce to earn you something better. You must earn from your production. It mustn't be that you are just coming to the FCC every day, every month.
Dr. Okwoji, goodbye, sir. God bless you. Thanks for watching, Dr. Okwoji. Goodbye.
So it shouldn't be that you are just sitting down, you are not contributing anything to it, but you should go back to your locality, to your base, and bring up something you can produce, bring up production that will earn you returns. That's how to live, not just folding your arm, sitting back and waiting for federal allocation every month. That's what tax reform is all about. Make sure to go back and think of how you can be productive, so that when you contribute, you can earn something back from what you have contributed. So, no, I'm employing the nurse not to see it as a threat to them. Rather, as a way of empowering them, motivating them to go back to their to go back to their base and contribute back to the federal post so that they can earn something good from federal post and not to be seen as a threat. Nobody should sit down and be just eating without contributing. Let every sector of the country, every part of the country contribute into the post where we shall now earn from what they have contributed. Based on what they have contributed, that's what it should be.
Okay, sir. Thanks for coming, sir, and God bless you, sir. Yes. I spoke about it. Yes, now, yes, he has paid for you. So, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Raf.
Good morning to you.
It's a lovely morning. You can start by greeting our viewers then.
Friday morning, and today the state of Harmattan in Lagos State is quite different from what happened in the past. We're even insinuating that there won't be much Harmattan this year, but all Lagosians wake up this morning with much surprise. Everywhere was misty, smoky. Harmattan has invaded Lagos against people's speculation that is not much this year. So my highly esteemed viewers, my name is Raf Tresvant, aka Ojukwu. I'm greeting all of you that have been at least making it points of duty to watch us every morning. Number one person here is King Joe Oba, Mr. Izuchukwu from Congo, Mr. Akim Olasupo from US, Mr. Sukomi, Olasukomi, Mr. Charles Oduduwa, Mr. Uzo, Mr. Tundo Kafo, Mr. Ukwoje, hey, Idi Roko, Ogo Jane Ogo. What about that Gladys Oyabo? Christian is here this morning. Precious Ikedru. Many, Mami Nkechi, Mama Israel in America. Fala Chode Kumoni. Olambade Sketo. Chide from Southern Africa. How many?
Jeff Obi from Germany.
Jeff Obi from Germany. Ojukwu Sunday Ojukwu. The proprietor Ojukwu Afro in Dusseldorf, Germany.
Ebenezer Godwin. Say good morning from Denmark, proudly.
Oh, Godwin, good morning to you, Godwin.
Ebenezer Godson. He said good morning.
Ikechukwu, good morning to you.
Mr. Christian from Kenya.
Christian from Kenya. Oga Christian. Thank you for watching us. My namesake from Texas, Raf. Kazim from Texas as well. Olainka from Florida. Olainka is with US.
Jeff Obi, good morning from Munich, Germany.
Obi, Jeff Obi, Munich, Germany. Good morning. Thank you, Jeff Obi, for watching. Stay tuned this morning. Kenula Akoko, I want you to hear news. What is happening across the country? We are not mincing our words. We are over meticulous and very, very blunt. We don't hide the truth here. That's why Flip TV increases on viewership. I don't know what I understand. Followership every day because we always tell it exactly how it is.
So let's start this morning. It's a sad news. Even I have to read that for Mr. Christian in Kenya.
Yeah.
35 children were reportedly killed during stampede while trying to collect food at the end of the year party in Ibadan, Oyo State. One of the convener of the program, former queen to the Ooni of Ife, she was part of them, but they have been reportedly arrested by the police.
Yes.
Now, President Bola Tinubu is calling for a full investigation into what happened. So what do you have to say about this?
What I have to say is that someone that come out with good heart to help the poor has not offended anybody. I don't even understand. The only thing is that the people that conducted the distribution of food, they didn't conduct it well. They should have invited a security agency at least to man the gate to properly follow the normal protocol. I don't understand. They should have lined in a way that there won't be stampede. But this time around, we see the lineup. The lineup wasn't properly conducted. That's why there was a stampede that led to the deaths of those hungry children, hungry old women and men. A man with good heart will never be crucified as a result of his benevolence. I don't understand. Or philanthropism. It is a good thing to give to the poor. So if Nigerian police has arrested the donor or the man that is actually, giving out food relief to the poor, I think they should release him. He or she has not committed any offense. Even I learned that Ooni of Ibe's wife was among. Former wife was among. She is a good woman. She's not being wicked. Nigerian government is being wicked by making food scarce, by making the economy so painful and excruciating that people will be rotting, food rot. And that food rot has actually sent many children to their early grave. Is that not an eyesore? Is that not a serious curse, disgrace brought by this current Tinubu administration to Nigerians? Look at food. They give those rice to dog in Holland. They are the ones that are eating that kind of food. Animals, cats, dog, horses. And Nigerians are scampering for such scraps. As far as I'm concerned, Europe has defeated food, hunger. America has defeated food, hunger. Europe, Asia, Antarctica, Oceania, Australia. People can never go asking for food. As a result of that, stampede ensues and they start dying in their large numbers. This has gone a long way to tell the whole world how hungry Nigerian government is. Nigerian government has put Nigerians into such hungry situation that culminated to people dying as a result of what? Food stampede. I don't understand. The economy is in a mess. Nigerians cannot afford rice, beans, fish, egg, and other, basic amenities because we are having bad government in this part of the country. Now that children have died, that is when Tinubu should ask them to investigate. Now that children has died, that is when police should know the right thing to do. Now that people have lost their life, now it has brought the awareness, the keen attention of the senators is because lives have been lost. I don't understand. They can't do the right thing until we have, blood wasted, pains, lives lost. That is when Nigerian government agencies, will wake up and seek to solve some people's problem, seek to solve Nigerians' problem. It is when it is late, and when it is late is when death, eventuality, has come. That is how Nigerian government works. The people in Nigeria have been deprived of various amenities, basic, essential, commodities, essential needs. Food, it should be number one. Food should be number one in any working economy of any country of the world. But today, food is a luxury. Anybody that is eating food is from Buckingham Palace. His papa is one Oba in Lagos Island. His papa is one Eze, one king in Abia. His children are living in America. His father is living in Ireland. These are people that are affording food in Nigeria. But if you are living in this country without jackpot, you never jackpot until you jackpot, that is when your life change. But if you are living in Nigeria, you are living in abject poverty. That's why those people died as a result of food rot, stampede in Ibadan.
Mr. Malaki Osdo is saying that Raf, I will call you first week of January. That's Mr. Godwin is saying Mr. Raf is always on point. So Mr. Raf, let's talk about the fact that Yaya Bello has been given 500 million naira bill after allegedly by the FCC stolen 80 billion
naira.
And you see so-called Yahoo boys, though we don't advocate for Yahoo here, but Yahoo boys have been arrested for $5,000, 1 million naira. What does that say about our justice system in Nigeria?
Okay, our legal system is in a mess because the court and the Department of Judiciary has been over-radicalized. I don't know what to understand. They have been bought with money by the Department of Executive. That is where Tinubu is presiding now as Nigerian president. They have actually made Nigerian judiciary stooge, puppet, rubber stamp. I don't know what to understand. That's why all this is going on. Look at Yaya Bello that has stolen up to nearly 1 trillion naira. They are not going after him. They allow him to stay, enjoy himself in UAE before coming back to Nigeria. And after coming back to Nigeria, they allow him to have his freedom of speech and movement. Nobody has been able to go straight and scold him, abuse him. I don't know what to understand, but everybody is distancing from him. The only thing they are doing right now is colluding with Nigerian 419 laws to extract money from him, go to the court and start telling all manners of lies. See, a Yahoo boy that defraud an American $300, EFCC will detain him, EFCC will retain him, EFCC will send him to jail. They will never ever do the normal thing they should do. But if Nigerian government or public office holders, disgruntled politicians embezzle billions and trillions, they use money to buy the court, they use money to buy the presiding chief justices and judges, which of course you see it played out during Buhari regime. Many ministers, many governors embezzled our public fund, our commonwealth, and still they are walking free all over Lagos, all over the street of Abuja today. But Yahoo boy that is eking out a living by scratch.
No, Yahoo boy is not eking out a living. Yahoo too is illegal.
Wait, it is illegal. We know. Yahoo boys, what they are doing is bad. We know. It is what happened from the head that made the Yahoo boys to indulge into criminalities. I don't know what to understand. If Nigerian government, if Nigeria is doing well, if Mr. President is at least working hard to change our lives, to bring food to every Nigerian table by making the economy to work, Yahoo boy wouldn't have gone outside there, defrauding every Oyibo man at sight. So what I'm trying to say is that correct the head, you will actually find out that the tail will be very, very good. So who is it that orchestrated the spate of much criminalities or crimes going on in Nigerian society today? Are they not those disgruntled politicians? Are they not those people at the head? Are they not those people at the Department of Legislative, the executive, and the judiciary? If they are doing their work well, Nigerians will never, our youth will never indulge into fraudulent attitude, fraudulent activities on internet. So whom is to be blamed? Are you going to blame me? Are you going to blame those youths? Or guys, start blaming from councillors, local government chairmen, governors, ministers, commissioners, and the people in the House of Legislative today, because they are the one that has brought the destruction, the dilapidated economy of the country called Nigeria. That's why everybody is in such excruciating pain today. The government is not doing well. Bad governance is it.
So, Mr. Raf, we'll be closing little by little. And like I said, if you are watching, the best thing to do is to click on your like button. By clicking on that, it will help other people to come and enjoy what you are enjoying. And again, comment, ask our reviewer question, ask him question, ask him what come question. Then we go back and forth, asking, then they are going to react to it. And number 3 is that you share what you are doing. Important information is that by Sunday evening, 4 to 5, we'll be streaming our end of year party, Flip TV/content creator end of year party, live. People are supporting. King Job has supported us. Mr. Ikoja has supported us. Mr. Suda has supported us. You can also be part of it and support us by donating whatever comes from your mind, whatever God has given you to donate a part of us. We're going to show it live. The party to be streamed live. Just stay on it on Sunday evening, 22nd of December. That's our end of year party where we thank God and appreciate God for what He has done for the life of our reviewers and everybody that is part of the Flip TV family and other content creators people. So now, Mr. Raf, let's look at 25,000 naira for one chicken, 30,000 for one turkey. Now this woman is selling food here. She's behind me here selling food. She bought a bag of rice, 6,000 naira last week, and that yesterday, nice 90,000 naira for a bag of rice. How are Nigerians going to cope this Christmas?
This is a question that has been going on and on and on since inception of Tinubu regime last year. Because Tinubu regime started with what? Punishment, punishing Nigerians, serious punishment. When he mounted the podium, the first statement that came from him was oil subsidy gone. I don't know whether he's speaking from the angle of sanity or psychophancy, because the first thing he should have done is bring down the pump price, as Nigeria is a producer. We are one of the highest producer of crude.
You're on an eye without free, but you don't have a refinery.
Yes, we don't have refinery, and if the refinery is not even working, we refine outside. Being a producer, being the people that God has endowed with large quantity of crude in this part of the world, I don't think the pump price should leave at least 200 or 175 or even 87. I don't know what to understand. Tinubu just, intoxicatingly mounted the platform at the podium at Ego Square, started telling Nigerians that the crude is gone. Is that how to rule? I'm telling you, subsidy is gone. Why? That the subsidy is gone. Why? Why? Okay, see today, we are not producing anything. We are drilling. We mine crude oil. We don't produce. We don't produce pencil. We don't produce razor blade. The only thing which we should have dodged into or on is what? Building manufacturing companies for we to be exporting. We don't need to be a consumer country. That's why you see the economy today. A bag of rice you bought 60,000 last month is now 120,000, 130, 90. Why? You don't produce. We keep on importing and importing and importing. We keep on consuming and consuming and consuming. A situation whereby we don't produce and we don't have good leaders around. Look at the leadership of the country. Yes, the people that are leading today, political leaders, are political profiteers, political gamblers. They are there to make their money. Budget has been read now, getting up to 49 to 50 trillion. How are they going to spend the money is where our question is coming from. That money are they going to use it well, properly? That budgeted annual expenditure.
Mr. Andrew Ogunjimi is saying that any price of petrol more than 200 naira is unacceptable.
It's unacceptable, my brother Ogunjimi. It is highly unacceptable. Oga, it is impossible to accept such price in a country that produces crude. God has given it to us. And today, we are seeing some people cornering the money from crude, cornering the money realized from sales, not even telling us the index of crude exportation every month. We don't know how many quantity we've realized. We don't know how many quantity we have exported. I'm talking in terms of that black gold, crude oil manufactured or digged or drilled in Nigeria. How much did they sell the last month, November? If it could be in America, they know how to handle it. If it could be in China, they know how to come out based on public transparency and accountability. They will tell the Chinese, the Americans, this is the amount we have sold this month. So that nobody will blame such president or such leader of embezzling public funds. But in Nigeria, we don't know about this. Mr. President will give his price. Petroleum Minister will give his own. So that at the end of the day, they will tell you we are selling $90. I don't know what to understand. While they sold $140, they remove the money, they prune it, they will give you $90. Yet, they don't tell you the amount realized on a monthly basis. They don't tell you the amount exported into Europe or other Western world.
This is funny. Mr. Malaki also is saying that in European land, that even a drunkard is paid monthly.
You see it, but Nigerians are praying to go to Europe and go into jail. Because if you're in jail, they will properly take care of you. That's why you see Japa spirit is all over Nigeria now. Japa is now a terminology invented by Nigerians. When you Japa, it means when you go out of the country, offshore. I don't know what to understand. Japa spirit is because Nigerian political leaders are busy embezzling our money, our public fund. And nobody's talking, and if you talk, some persons will like to crucify you. I don't really understand. So what you ask me about how the prices of essential commodities, rice, tomato, beans, skyrockets in this yellow tide season, Oga, the problem is caused by bad leadership, bad government, bad leadership. I don't know what I understand. So this time around, we should make sure that we come out and tell the world the truth. It is not all about hiding it to your heart. These people are making noise. Are they listening to you? This man is talking. Look at his biabia. Some of them are yabbing me online. I don't care. This biabia man, all this way they talk, are they listening? You are just wasting your time. They don't know that I'm a businessman. I'm a very serious man. And I'm telling you that till tomorrow, we are not in support of this administration. It's an administration based on illegitimacy. Thank you so much.
That's his opinion. Thank you so much. Let me have I call him Organi Yoruba, but Mr. Ni is part of the bigger family, like I always say, of the Flip TV. Though he's very busy nowadays, but he comes once in a while, and then I try to have him on this particular platform. Mr. Ni, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You are looking at the fact that Yaya Bello had been given 500 million naira bail after reportedly embezzling over 80 billion. And we are seeing so-called Yahoo boys and other people are being rounded off by the EFCC. What does that mean? Or what does that say about our judicial system in Nigeria?
Okay, thank you very much for having me. Nigeria is an animal kingdom. And you must understand that it is only the king. When you look at it, the alpha males. In a lion kingdom, you have the alpha lions. The alpha lions are the ones that define who comes into the territory and goes out, because they are usually the most cruel. They are the most tyrannical, the most wicked of them all. So everybody is afraid of them. Don't forget, Yaya Bello is called a white lion. So that buttresses my point that Nigeria is an animal kingdom. Okay? Dele Faro to me is a chicken. And as a chicken, okay, you are the one laying the egg for the lion to come and swallow. The people are the one paying the tax. The people are the one feeling the heat, while the lions in positions are the one benefiting and taking away the profits. As far as Nigeria is concerned, when you find yourself in the camp of the citizen, you should know that you are vulnerable. At any point in time, any day, any time, whenever the lion is hungry, he comes into your pen and chooses whoever he wants to eat. Let me tell you, if anybody picks you up now, Mr. Rilwan, God forbid, or they pick me up, they yank me away, nothing will happen. You yourself will not fight for me. Right? What you can only do is probably feel remorseful in your innermost mind. But you won't dare speak out. You won't dare say you want to go and fight for my human rights. In an animal kingdom, animals do not know their worth. I have told you, Nigeria is an animal kingdom. If you go into the jungle, a goat doesn't know his worth. A chicken does not know his worth. The only thing a goat looks after is when he sees a leaf, he wants to eat. That means survivor. Nigerians are only after their survivor. This is where you see that over 35 children were dead in Oyo State. You know why? Because they were chasing after a plate of rice. Survival instinct. The lion and lionesses were looking at them from drones. The deputy governor, Hamzat of Oyo State, unfortunately my state, he went there.
Oh, you're from that state?
Yes. He went there and he started feigning ignorance. How would they host this kind of an event with over 5,000 people? And then I looked at it and I shook my head. I said, they are hosting an event in your state.
I don't know about it.
They are pulling a crowd of 5,000. Imagine we want to have a concert here. And in that concert, we are going to... Do you know what 5,000 is? 5,000 can fill up Teslim Balogun Stadium. 5,000 will fill up so many stadiums in Nigeria that are 1.5, 1,500, 2,000 capacity. But this man is telling us he wasn't aware. So this is why you should know that when they kidnap people, they don't give it there. So you should know that if they kidnap you and I now, as we are on TV now, even our viewers are also guilty. If they just come, DSS come and just pick me and you, wow, they take us away. Those people looking at us who are in Nigeria will do nothing.
They'll do nothing.
They'll do nothing because we are all animals. We don't know our worth. It is the higher animal that knows that this one tastes good. Yes. You don't know? Sometimes if you watch documentary, You see a lion will sit down praying at those prey. He's looking at a predator. He's looking at antelope. He's looking at what's it called? Maybe zebra. He's looking at giraffe. He's looking at all manners of animals. You will not remember. Last week I see a zebra. That zebra was not sweet. Let me go for that antelope. That is how it is. Politicians can today look at a pastor. Tomorrow they can decide to look at a Christian. Next tomorrow they can decide to look at an Igbo man. The day after they can decide to look at an Hausa man. Like, these guys are becoming too troublesome. Let us give it to them. Let us eat one or two of them. They will keep quiet. Because the Nigerian people do not know their worth. And that is why I'm saying that we are in an animal kingdom and we are all happily animals. Have you ever seen an animal that knows its worth? Maybe you can show me. Do you think animals know its worth? Do you think if a cow or do you think if a chicken knows its worth, you think chicken will live amongst people? Eh? Do you think if a bird knows its worth, you think it will always live among people? The most eaten animal in the whole world are chicken, then followed by cow. Right? Those two animals can decide to live out of human existence. They can decide to just go and stay in the deep forest. If they knew their worth, if they knew their worth, they wouldn't. A chicken will be fed, before him, he will see that when they started they were 10. He now saw that they reduced to 9. He saw that they reduced to 8. He saw they reduced to 7. One day they were killing a chicken right in front of him. It is not common that we have those people that used to sell cow on the streets now. Those people that used to do meat sharing. You see that they'll put 2 cows on the road. They'll kill 1 cow. The other cow will sit there and be looking. In fact, he'll be eating grass. They are killing the other cow. He's eating grass. Meh, moo. That is how Nigerians are. Nigerians, they are killing your brothers. They are killing your brothers. Come in. They are killing your. You see, we Nigerians are like cows. They will take my younger brother away, God forbid. They will take my fellow friends away, my fellow Nigerians. They will take them away. They will go and slaughter him. They will go and do anything that he likes. When they bring him, they might even bring him back with broken ribs, broken legs. What I'll do is, come in there. No, I continue with my day of life. So the day it now gets my turn, I have to go. I'll come back. No. Listen, Nigeria is an animal kingdom, highly inhabited by animals like people, me and you, because we don't know our rights.
So, Mr. Nee, this analogy can be so, but no, it's what it is. Let me allow you go. Let's talk about another one. We talk about animals, so let me stay here. Chicken costs 25,000 naira. Turkey 130,000 naira ahead of Christmas, according to Daily Trust. Our minimum wage Mr. Nee is 70,000. If you say Turkey is 130,000, that's like almost times two self of the minimum wage in Nigeria. This woman behind me that selling rice here said she bought a bag of 86,000 naira. Yesterday she bought another one 90,000 naira. How is it going to be for Nigerians if there's this astronomical amount of price of foods? How are they going to cope this Christmas, even aftermath of this festive period?
The economy is a total validation for every civil servant to go out there and steal. The situation of the economy is you being validated, being authorized. Okay, go and steal. Period. You are paying me 70,000, and I want to live a moderate life. Let's say I don't buy a bag of rice on a monthly basis. Let's say I buy a bag of rice and I finish it within 3 months because I have 3 kids. And my wife. We have 5 in the family, and maybe within 3 to 4 months we exhaust it. So in a year, we are spending approximately 500,000 on rice. How much am I earning in a year? 70 times 12. What's that? That's 840. So 500,000 have been used to buy rice. If I have a family of 5, we have a 50 kg of rice, we will finish it within 4 months. Let's say 3 to 4 months. Max 4 months, but on average 3 months. That means I'll buy that 4 bags 4 times. 120 times 4, that's what? Approximately 500,000. And on an annual basis, I am earning 840,000. So I have 340 to live with. My basic salary is an authorization, a validation for me to go into full-scale fraud. So don't blame those people when they go into fraud.
And then how do you think that the workers are coping?
I have just told you that their minimum wage is a validation for them to go into what we call illegal practice. If you want an efficient and effective and a civil service with integrity, which is the bedrock of any economy, the civil service is always the bedrock of any policy driver. If any country is going to move forward, it is the civil servants, because they are the patriots. Because they are always the one that will be there for nothing less than 35 years. You can see the amount of administration they will face. If you divide 35 divided by 8, you have nothing less than, how many? Nothing less than 4. They will see 4 administrations, about 3 decades, 30 years. Singapore became what they became in less than 10 years. So what it simply means is that some people have been working since 1992. Today they are what? They are 22 years into that, or should I say 22 or 30 years, right? 32 years. That means they will be retiring maybe this year. And their salary is nothing to take that will take them home. 70,000 is an authorization given by the federal government that civil servants go and steal. Period. So you and I should understand that when they steal, just ask them, did you steal well? They say yes. Well done. If you not steal well, blade there, why are you not stealing well? If you have a staff, Mr. Rilwan, ask yourself, if you have a staff or you are working for someone and you are not paid well, tell me how you would do anything good for the interest of the company. It's never going to work. This woman here who is selling food, if she has a subordinate or let me say an assistant, and that assistant, she spends that assistant every day 500. That means at the end of the month 15,000. She's not giving that guy food. She's not giving him anything to sustain himself other than 500. Don't you know that staff will start eating the rice?
Definitely.
So it's as simple as ABC. It is as simple as ABC. Chicken is 25,000 in Christmas. Bag of rice is 120.
130,000.
In a year, I will spend approximately 500,000 naira to buy a bag of rice for my family. Because at least in 3 months, I'll finish 1 bag of rice. That's on an average. Chicken, 25,000 naira. How am I supposed to get the money if I'm not going to steal? You get the point? So the corruption is being breeded by the politician and the system. And don't forget, I have said it, that the Nigerian system is an animal kingdom.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming. Let me have Mr. Christian, and then let me have Mr. Christian, and then I think I'll close there. Mr. Christian, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's go straight to the point. Talking about Eya Bello, that's where Mr. Ani, I stopped with Mr. Ani on that. Eya Bello had been granted bail to the tune of 500 million naira. He was reportedly to have embezzled 80 billion. And we are saying that we see Yahoo boys, so-called Yahoo boys being arrested. We see different fraudsters being arrested. Why can't our politicians be arrested in the same vein like this? Why can't the politicians be arrested in the same vein as these boys or these little guys be arrested in the same law that works for them works for these politicians?
No, this is not the first time we are having this conversation. These things have been happening over and over again. You see, until the people are angry enough to change the system, this thing will still continue to happen. Not only Eya Bello, there are many other persons that have stolen billions of naira. At the end of the day, they give them 50 million, 100 million, and what have you. So having this conversation is like repeating what has been happening, what will still happen in the future. It's not a new thing. As if it's a new thing now, here we say, it just happened. No. This one, we know that that's how the system works. Dele Farid said it in one of his books. If it's a Yahoo boy now, maybe they collect like $100. They say 100. That guy that they say is no chicken.
Yes.
Although the circumstance, what the law says, they will apply it to the poor man. But if it's a big man, it's a different application. That is the status quo in Nigeria today. The only thing that can make us, I don't even discuss about all this kind of court. Until Nigerians have the guts to rise up and change the system, then we can have this conversation. If it happens that nobody is doing anything, it will next year on that one will happen. After Tinubu, on that one will happen. If we still continue, where we do nothing.
So you are looking at the fact that, Mr. Christian, what is the way out for Nigerians? Since it seems that this country may have been caged, in quote, by the elite. Nigerians were vigil, end of the year, going to pray to God, and the beginning of the year, we see the realities that it seems that nothing is working. What do you think Nigerians can do to at least change their own situation?
No, Nigerians they don't have what it takes. They don't have what it takes to change Nigeria as you speak. Nigerians are weak. Nigerians are clueless. Nigerians are like goats, no direction. Because of tribe and religion. Those two powerful forces are the only thing that will make Nigeria not better. Because the politicians, they are well positioned to make sure that they use these tools to divide Nigeria and make sure nobody make anything meaningful out of whatever revolution. You see Showore pushes for the revolution now. Somebody else will say it's work for Tinubu. That one calls for another division. The Biafra people, and they bring all sort of sentiments here and there. So since there cannot be any uprising, let's look forward to changing the system. Whether it is resource or scope, whether it's balkanization, or whether it is regionalism. That's the only thing that can... The only thing... Look at what's happening on Twitter, on social media today. Christian, Muslim, this Lekki banner, this one, that one. That is another level of division. You see, the Southwest is saying that if you are bringing this thing, we don't practice Islam like the North. Don't bring it to the Southwest. But there are some fanatic and radical, maybe from those Ilori, Arab, Yorubas and everything, that will insist. The division will not make people come together and push for a cause and stand with that cause to the end. What happened with NSAS? Some youths were giving money to stabilize it. They now brought the idea that Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB wants to take over, blah, blah. They brought the tribe issue into NSAS. It didn't last for long. So any uprising in Nigeria today, the politicians must bring one or two things. And Nigerians are largely illiterate and ignorant. They don't know their rights. So they don't know what to do at a particular point in time. So ignorance, stupidity, cowardice, foolishness, all combined together. That is what you can use to describe a Nigerian. So nothing is going to happen. Nothing.
Nothing is going to happen. Let's talk about the sad incidents in your state. 35 children were reportedly dead, though maybe more, and some are in critical conditions. The good news is that the Oyo State government seems to have arrested the representative of the party, but Bola Ahmed Tinubu has called for a thorough investigation into what happened at the party on Wednesday. What do you think? Do you think that number one, justice will be served? And number two, do you think that those kind of things, how do we make sure that those incidents does not repeat itself anymore in Nigeria?
Medicine after death. The root cause of all this, you are not addressing it. 20 years, 30 years ago, with the same issue, the same root cause of all this is the government, the system of government, corruption, the economy, the society. You understand? If, as all those influencers now, APC influencers, those that are speaking for the president, the country is doing well. If the country were to be doing well, would you have thousands of people scampering for food? They said that if children 35 died. I've not heard it before. The government is doing well now. The economy is okay. Nigerians are not hungry. There's no poverty. But 35 people died just because they are dragging for food. 35 children died. And media houses are not reporting it. They are hiding. It's only people on the street, like all these bloggers, that are pushing it. Media houses are not making it priority. it shows that the government has failed. Look at statistics now. They said there's a trillions of naira they collected for ransom. Now they have arrested the statistician.
Yes,
DSS, asking him how did he get to know that trillions of naira were collected for ransom. That means most of the statistics they are putting is whether it is in support of Tinubu or they are using Mago. Unemployment from 40% to 4%. Unemployment from 40 to 4%. So the lies, God is exposing their lies. If it's in the north now, they say it's poverty. Okay, it happened in the southwest now. What will they call that one? It's not poverty. Is everything well? With inflation, is everything well? So everything is not well. So anything they are saying, I told you that APC will eventually be the end of this system or this country called Nigeria, because they will gaslight, they will lie, they will manipulate. Anything they can do to deceive you, they will deceive you. This is an evidence that Nigeria is not working.
So Mr. Andy Ogunjimi is saying that Ibadan Stampede is a message Tinubu that Nigerians are seriously hungry. Do you agree? You have said it, but do you agree with that with the statement?
Nigerians are, if I don't use the F word, F hungry. Come here now, carry. The other time, I think Pasuma was doing his birthday. They were sharing some things. Look at the way everybody was running. It's just like it's a scavengers, where people are scavenging, where there is famine, where people are scavenging for food. People are really suffering. People are really suffering. When they not share rice now, those people carry it to their secretariat, they will share it for themselves. Those are APC people. The suffering here is unprecedented.
So by tomorrow, let me allow you go, but by tomorrow, we're talking about the fact that IPOB members are telling Charles Oludo, it is you and your people that are the problem, fellow governors, not Nnamdi Kanu being released that will not bring security to the south of Nigeria. But thanks for coming, Mr. Christian. And tomorrow is the weekend edition. I hope I'm going to have you tomorrow.
Don't forget I'm a Biafran.
Oh yes, a Biafran. No, yes, I'm going to do that too. Let me have Mr. Femi now, Baba. Mr. Femi, just 2 minutes and swing to Baba, then we close. Mr. Femi, good morning. I'm having you on this because you are from Osun State, but then Ibadan is closer to Osun State. 35 children killed in Ibadan. What do you have to say?
Very, very unfortunate. Honestly speaking, to lose the pregnancy is not easy, let alone a grown-up child of 10, 12, 13 years. And the issue is that our government lack a lot of things. I mean, honestly speaking, if something like this has not happened, somebody will not be surprised. It has happened before. What cogent measure do they put in place to control it so that something like that will not be happen again? If federal government want to do employment, people were asked to pay. Abamoro, Ministry of Interior, many youth died. It's not enough for federal government to sit down and look at how can we handle issue of a stampede. It happened in the family of Saraki. They wanted to share food. Many people died. It happened in Port Harcourt. A church want to share donation. I mean, people were stamped upon. I mean, there was stampede. Now, it's coming to this Ibadan home. This one now is loud. The organizer has been arrested. But the case I've been mentioning here, I've not heard that people that organized it are arrested. That because it was not well planned. Then Yoruba will say ìlú tí ò bá sí ẹsẹ̀ ò sí ńbẹ̀, ìlú tí ò bá sófin ẹsẹ̀ ò sí ńbẹ̀. A town without law, then there will be no sin there. Now, if you want to charge Naomi and Oriyomi Amsat now, based on what do you want to charge them? Is there any lay down rule for this kind of a thing? So I think, in my own belief, I think federal government, state government, they should come together and have a lay down rule for this kind of a thing that you want to do charity. Okay, is it possible for anybody now to just organize, to just open orphanage home? Is it possible? Government have to approve it. So let them extend. And why federal government and why government have to approve it? They want to make sure that where you want to put these children, is it okay? Is it in a conducive environment? How do you want to be treating them? How do you want to be feeding them? Do you have enough financial capacity to do so? It's not too much for government to also have policy in donation and charity. You want to give people, you cannot gather, maybe they should come with measurement that you cannot gather more than 100 at a go, or 50 at a go. Somebody that cannot control crowd of 500 want to organize 5,000. If you have been doing this successfully for a while, that means it's just a chance. Because I don't know how to drive now. I've been driving, I drive roughly today. God save me. What of tomorrow? And something happened. I still remain novice about driving. I don't know anything about it. These people, they said they have been doing it, feeding 3,000. They have been doing it, but this one happened now. They cannot control it. So I'm calling on government at various levels to please, they should do something so that something like this will not be reoccurred.
So thank you so much for coming. There's a reason why I have the question. Let me have Mr. Anse Asa this morning. Mr. Anse Asa, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
It's not the way I rush Mr. Femi. I have to just rush you today so that we can close. Mr. Anse Asa, sad incidents in your state. Though I was talking about yesterday, 35 children, but they're not children. They are human beings, human life. Future of tomorrow may have been lost at in your state day for yesterday. Even though the people have been, the organizers have been arrested, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has said, let us look into it, and has come for thorough investigation. But what is the way forward for Nigeria in handling this kind of scenario?
Yes, after investigation, what shall we do next? If you investigate and find out the cause, what shall we do? But those children that died, I had, according to information I heard that they died because of food. Maybe they were dragging food, or they heard that food is being distributed somewhere. And all of them went there to receive one takeaway of rice or one derica of rice. That is it. Hunger is in the land. But I want to tell you that those children did not die that very day that people think they died.
Oh, then why do you think that they may have died?
They died the day that the other one, do you call him Bello, or I don't know what you call him, of Kogi? The day he looted that amount of money, close to 1 trillion. Whenever you are stealing government money, you are killing people. It is that very day that those children died. Whomever, whether you are governor, whether you are minister, once you leave what belongs to you and start to loot public money, you are killing Nigerians. That's the cause of hunger, corruption, and the stealing. Stealing government money, government property, money that belongs to the masses, money that belongs to Nigerians. The day you lay your hand on that money, that's the day you are killing. Whenever you hear, you heard that hundreds of people died during tanker caught fire, exploded somewhere. People went to fetch fuel. How many people died? Why? Because of poverty. If you have what you want, if you are living well, you see fuel running somewhere from a tanker, you will not stop. You will run away from that, because Nigerians are facing hardship. They are suffering for hunger. In my street, some weeks ago, you see, Caterpillar was, breaking things because they want to tie road. If you see how small children were running skater to collect old iron, because they want to sell and buy akara, they are hungry. Go into their house, see what parents are giving them like food. Some will not eat in the morning before going out of the house, and some will drink maybe 2 or 3 spoons of gari. So whenever they hear about food distribution, everybody will run to there. If a child have eaten and that child is satisfied, He won't even look at anybody eating. So those people that died did not die that very day that you think they died. They died from the day our people keep on looting money and stealing government money, mismanaging what belongs to the public.
Okay.
That's the time of all those people. At that very moment, you are killing all Nigerians, all of them.
Okay, thank you so much for coming, sir. But tomorrow I'm going to ask you what IPOB are. They are replying to Soludo saying that you are the one that is the problem and your colleague not Nnamdi Kanu being released. Will not be-
Sorry, I will not be here tomorrow. If I can simply answer you now. If I can simply answer you.
1 minute.
Yes, I want to say, Soludo, if he say releasing Nnamdi Kanu will not stop violence in the East, it means that he knows the origin of that violence. Does he want to claim the cause? Does he want to say he is even the origin of violence? I don't know if you want to tell us that even if you release Nnamdi Kanu, I will continue to do what I'm doing, unless if it is what you want to tell us. But what we know is that the leader is somewhere, the leader of Igbo land. Once he is released today, once they release him today, once he comes out and give order, everybody will obey. The example is that let Soludo give order. Nobody listen to them. People take them. People don't believe in them. People don't even consider them as leaders. It is Nigeria that consider them as leaders. They are working for Nigeria. But there are people that are working for indigenous people of Biafra. There are people that people have confidence in them. So those people, like Nnamdi Kanu, if Nnamdi Kanu come out today and cough and say this cough is for violence and all what is happening to stop, it will stop the same day.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for coming, sir, and God bless you. We are closing now. All our viewers, we appreciate you on this particular platform. We love you. We cherish all our viewers. Each and every one of you, we cherish.
We still thank
Like
you
I
for
said,
your transparency
yes.
about our end year party. Your transparency, yeah, I appreciate it, because whatever that comes, you use it for the purpose. No magu.
Okay. After the party, go to say that more on that, but no problem, sir.
Yeah.
He's telling me about my transparency. Like I said, you all have different values and how you were taught from small. I was taught how to be transparent. I was taught how to show people these are it is. So all our money that have been sent, we are using them for the right purpose. One dime will not be spent on frivolities. So you can still support us on Sunday in the end of the party. It will be shown live. It will be streamed. Stay with us on Sunday evening. Now you can see what you are doing with your money that you have sent to us. You can still send it up until Sunday morning then. By Sunday evening, 4 p.m., 5 p.m., go to show it. All our viewers are going to see us live on Sunday. But we love you, we appreciate you, we thank you. The Friday edition of Bystanders at the newsstand, we are closing the Friday edition. God bless you, stay safe, don't drink while driving. While driving, don't drink. Stay safe. It's a Friday morning. Enjoy yourself. Have a lovely day ahead. I'm improving every day.